What if saving the world doesn't require a grand gesture, a heroic sacrifice, or some divine intervention? What if the true arrival protocol for a better future is far simpler and much closer than we think? Meet Phil, a former network security analyst who started a company called humanfirewall.org. His premise was simple. The most vulnerable point in any system is the human element. He taught workshops on digital hygiene, strong passwords, phishing awareness, and mindful browsing. But then, almost by accident, his message started to change. He began talking about inner firewalls, the practices that protect our peace of mind from the constant malware of anxiety, outrage, and fear. He started every session not with a security protocol, but with a simple 3-minute breathing exercise. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8, he'd murmur to a room full of skeptical tech employees. And to his surprise, they kept coming back. They didn't just want password managers. They craved the momentary stillness. Then an article dropped. A journalist from a major tech blog, expecting a quirky piece on a cybersecurity guru, found himself disarmed by the profound calm in Phil's tiny office. The resulting article was titled, "The Firewall of the Soul, the Startup Accidentally Selling Serenity." It went viral. Humanfirewall.org became a global phenomenon. Reporters descended, but they weren't asking about encryption. They were asking for miracles. "Can your breathing exercises lower the crime rate?" one asked. "Can they heal political divisions?" demanded another. Phil, looking tired but resolute, simply said, "I can't promise a miracle, but I can offer you a breath. Let's try one together." And so, on live television, he guided a room of jaded journalists through a collective, conscious breath. The clip was mocked, then memed, and then quietly shared by millions who tried it themselves. A strange, soft wave of momentary peace rippled through the digital noise. Phil hadn't created a religion. He had curated a congregation of the quietly overwhelmed, all building their inner firewalls, one breath at a time. Meanwhile, in a small apartment cluttered with art supplies, Leo and Ines were locked in their own Cold War. A week of silence had built a wall between them. Leo was scowling at his phone. Ines was on the sofa, pretending to read. Then a notification popped up on both their screens. A friend had tagged them in a video. It was the clip of Phil and the reporters. "This is stupid," Leo muttered, but he watched. Ines, out of sheer boredom, did too. They saw the reporters' initial eye rolls, then their gradual surrender. They heard Phil's gentle voice. "Just for this moment, let the world outside be the world outside. Your only task is this breath." Almost against their will, Leo's shoulders dropped. Ines let out a breath she didn't realize she'd been holding. The video ended. The silence in the room was different now, not hostile, but fragile. Leo's phone buzzed again. It was a meme, a Photoshop picture of a grumpy cat attempting the breathing exercise. It was so absurd, so perfectly dumb. A small, choked sound escaped him. Ines looked over. She saw the meme on his screen, saw the reluctant smile on his lips, and a giggle bubbled up in her chest. Their eyes met. Leo's choked laugh broke into a real one. Ines's giggle became a full-throated, head-back laugh. It wasn't about the meme anymore. It was about the sheer, ridiculous release of it all. As their laughter intertwined and filled the room, washing away the invisible wall between them, something imperceptible happened. Deep in the metaphysical machinery of heaven, where celestial beings monitor humanity's collective frequency of anger and discord, a single gauge flickered. The needle, usually in the red, dipped. It was a minuscule shift, only 0.002%. An angel blinked. A glitch? The data stream traced the anomaly to a single apartment, and it was coded not as a prayer or an act of charity, but as a spontaneous, shared laugh. We're often convinced that the world's problems are too vast, that our actions are just drops in an ocean of conflict. But what if every shared laugh, every moment of understood silence, every breath taken in unison is not a drop, but a tremor, a recalibration of the human spirit away from isolation and toward connection? The most powerful firewall isn't made of code, but of compassion. It is built moment by moment, breath by breath, and yes, laugh by laugh. In the end, our collective joy is not an escape from the world's problems, but the very energy, the very code we need to rewrite them. So breathe deep and laugh often. The world is waiting for your glitch. Brought to you by Mythos and Metrics Media. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more inspirational videos.